With a limited budget, but a heart for ministry, would you like to upgrade your online presence by adding nice overlays that complement your work? My name is Hugh Plappert, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at PhoneLiveStreaming.com, where we take the audio signal off of your stream and split it out and send it across to the traditional telephone so that your elderly folks can join you online. Now, Phone Live Streaming, when you hit your start streaming in OBS, will automatically call everybody on your call list. So on Sunday morning, all your elderly members have to do is pick up the phone and they're live in church. No access code, no apps to download, no special instructions. So today, we're going to show you how to do static overlays on OBS. They're simple to use, they're free, and there's a link below this video where you can actually download up to 10 different sets of overlays that we have for you for Easter. And I'm going to demonstrate them here in this video first, and then we're going to follow this video with instructions on how to install and use them. Now, the installation component of the video is a screen capture, and so that video is going to be a little choppy visually. All right, so that's why I'm going to demo for you here first to show how smooth they really do work. And then we'll give you the step-by-step instructions on how to install them and use them. So we're going to start with the lower third. So the lower third here introduces a speaker. It gives your church a really good brand, and people who may be church shopping get to know the folks in your church ministry team before they come and get to know their name and who they are, what their role is in the church because of that nice little, there it is, lower third there. Now, you don't want that lower third in your face all the time. It's just for introducing. So you run it about 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds, and then you can turn it off. And if you want to, you can turn it back on. That's the lower third. That's one of the 3 components that come in each of the 10 kits that we have for you. And so next we're going to do a transition to our second fake camera. It's actually a desktop. Okay, so here it is. This is a transition, and this is the second camera. I'm using my desktop, Fox News here, to simulate that. And then I'm going to transition back to the main screen, and there I am, and being introduced, and then I can turn it off, and yak, 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 etc., and so forth. And then I'm going to show you a background. A background is extremely versatile. It can be used for introduction to your video. It can be used for the end of your video. It can be used to show scriptures to go along with the preaching. And it can be used for announcements, and probably you can create some other ideas. In fact, if you have some ideas of how you can use that background in addition to the ones I mentioned, you can mention that in the comments below. So we're going to transition to the background. Transition, and then there's our background. And I'm preaching away, and I'm talking about John 3:16. There it is. That way, on the side there. Notice the flowers that are floating in the background. The same blue, the family that's branded with this set. So this is the background. This is the transition to the main camera where I can turn on the lower third and introduce somebody. A consistent look for your streaming. So immediately following this video, we'll give you the instructions. To start, I am going to my scenes down here, and we're going to add view 1. This is going to be like our main view. And now in view 1, over in the sources, I am going to add my video capture device, which is my camera from my laptop. And then I'm going to size this and frame it to fit the area there. And so that's me, but nobody can hear me yet. So I need to add audio input capture and use my existing one. Now we have the video and we have audio. So this is my main view. Then I'm going to add the lower third. So let's go here into images, and we're going to call this L3 for our lower third. And then I got to browse and find the files. And just take a little minute here to break down to where they are at. Here we go. Okay. Then I want to go to Family Blue. I want this guy here. So as you see in here, there are 10 of these, and there's 3 per set. So I want this one. Okay. Now notice these light and dark gray bars here, and you don't see the lower third. So it needs to be resized. So you grab the dot here in the corner, and we'll drag it down. And we'll bring it back up, put it back in the corner, and we'll drag this corner down here. You know, it fits nicely. The lower third is there. Now, that's nice, lower third, but we need some text in this lower third. And so, just check our list to make sure we're not leaving anything out. So text is next. All right, so I want to do text. And I'm going to call this intro. Okay, and then here, Hugh Clapper, CMO, phone, live, streaming.com. All right, as you can see here in the background, this is really large. It's bleeding off on the side. That's why you see the light and dark gray bars over here. What I want to do is select font. I'm going to choose a different font that I like. And then I'm going to change the size of this to about 48. Okay. There it is. Now a little more doable there in the corner. And I'm going to slide down here. And I'm going to change the color to a bright yellow Easter color. Okay. And then that should be fine. Then I'm going to drag my intro here, name, to here. And I could probably make this a little bit bigger. So let's go to intro, select font. This time I'll actually, instead of selecting a font size here, I can actually type it in. I want this one to be 58. Okay, now it's a little bigger so people can read it, and it fits nicely into our lower third. So there we have the lower third. You're preaching away, and they know who's preaching and who he is, a pastor or a guest speaker or something like that. This is how you would introduce them with a lower third. So next, let's look at our next view. And I only have one camera, so I'm going to do a fake view. So this one we're going to call view 2. Okay. And instead of having video this time, we're going to do a window capture. Fox News. Okay. And then here, there's Fox News. And say okay. Now again, we've got the bleeding problem. It's bigger than our screen. So grab it in the corner, downsize it, put that corner back up there, grab this corner here, and notice we still have this black area. So just for quick and dirty, I'm just going to resize it a little bit, let it bleed just a little there on the side. Okay, now I have got the browser in place. The problem is when I'm viewing this screen, they can't hear me. If you notice, the desktop audio here is not moving. So we need to add an audio track. To everything we do, we need to add an audio track. This is one of my weaknesses, is I forget to add the audio track. There, now we're live. You can see we have audio with this view. By the way, whoa, can I rename this guy? I have a typo there, don't I? Yeah, I don't want that. I want an underscore 2. So there we go. So we got view 1 with third. We got view 2. Okay. Next, I want to do a third view. This view is going to be using the background object. So we'll call this view 3. All right. And now I want to add image. Let's make sure we get this correct here. Yeah, image. And call this the background. And browse. And so I want the blue family background, which is this guy. Okay. And again, it's oversized. It's bleeding there, so bring her down. Go back in the corner. Adjust this corner and she'll fit nicely. Okay, so that's our background. Again, our audio is missing. Make sure we add that before you forget. And now we have a live audio signal there. Okay, so background audio. Yeah, video. Okay, so now I do want to add video on this one. Use the existing one. I want to move that down here, something like that. And then I want to add text. Now, this background component is you can use it for showing scriptures, for showing announcements, for introductions to the video, for the closing of the video. It has a lot of versatility. We're just doing a scripture one right now. Now I have brought up John 3:16, so I can just copy paste it here. John 3:16, but I need to go back to Fox News. And then put John 3:16 in here. As you see, it's bleeding really bad. It's super large. So one thing I want to do is kind of break this up a little bit. All right. I want to change the size. Change the size here to, I think I want to do 36. Okay. Let's make it even bigger. Let's make this 48. Right. And then I want to make it my Easter yellow. Okay. And then I want to center it. Oops. And before I forget, I need to put a reference in there. Let's make that John 3:16. New, it's a King James Version. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to grab this text. Yeah, it's big. So I grab the corner of it, and we'll make it smaller, maybe a little bit larger like that. There we go. All right. So we got our text there. We've got our video. We've got this black area up here. It's transparent. And for that, we're going to add a media source. Flowers. Okay. And I've downloaded a little short flower loop. Let's see what we have here. Downloads. There she is. And I want it to loop. And turn that off and say OK. And again, it's way oversized. The problem with this is it's actually an 11-second video and it likes to disappear. So, hopefully it won't. I've got it on loop. Downsize, 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 downsize. Oh wow, this thing's huge. Oop, no, it's too tiny. Okay, that's all right. So we can put it there. We can size it there, but it covers our screen. So what we want to do is change this order here in sources. We're going to drag flowers all the way down and put it in the back. So now we got some nice Easter flowers in the back. We got our background. We got our Bible verse. and we're preaching away. This could be announcements. This could be, so text over here. You could put a maybe a graphic about the thing that you're announcing. You can do some kind of a welcome component here. You could do a end of the video. You don't need to have a video on this side. You just make it all text if you want to. It's a very versatile background. So that's the third view. Now we want to always make sure we have audio. We got audio there. Yep. View 2 has audio. View 1 has audio. Always forget to add audio, so always double check that. Now we're going to do our transition. Okay. And so in this transition, I want to add an image. Our slide transition. I can say it right. And browse for it. And so we got reset. So we got to go through all of our folders again. And I want to find our transition. There it is. Okay. Now it's oversized again, like always. Bleeding. So bring it down. Put the corner in there. This corner. It's over there. Really nice. Okay. So this is going to be a moving transition. So we want to click on the slide transition here. And we're going to go to filters. And then in filters, we want to add scroll. Okay, this is the transition scroll. And we want it to be negative. So the arrows are pointing to the right. Okay. Now we can make it go faster, slower, somewhere in here. I like it around 200 somewhere. There's 199. Close that. Okay. Now, during the transition, you still want to hear the preacher preach or their announcements or whatever it is, so make sure to add audio. Always forget audio. So we'll make sure we have that. So we have the audio component. Okay. And then we want this slide to slide with the other scenes. And so from our transition here, I created this slide from left to right. And we will actually remove that and show you how we created that. So we're going to here, choose. We want a new slide. Okay, we'll call this slide left to right. Okay, and you actually want it right, I believe. Let's see, it's preview. Yep, that's the direction we want it to go. And say okay. Make sure that's the current slide. So now I got view 1, I got a transition to view 2, I got a transition to view 3, I got a transition to view 1. See how that works? Now let's check here. So this duration here is how many seconds the thing, milliseconds, right? Let's change this to 1500 and see how that changes things. All right, so I'm at 1, transition, 2, transition, 3, transition. So try to get the speed kind of match up there between the scenes. Okay, so if you notice, I've been doing a lot of mouse clicking, and while you're live in the video and your mouse is all over the screen, click this, click that, click the wrong thing. There are shortcut keys that we can do, and it will take this up even another level. So what we want to do is go to settings. All right. And keys here. And then we can do our scenes. So we got view 1 here. We make that 1. View 2, we'll make that 2. View 3, we can make that 3. And then transition. Did I miss transition here? Up here it is. So here it is. Make that T. Now I'll say OK. So now I can go to T3, T2, T1, T, 1, T, 2, T, 3. Maybe do them a little bit faster for you. Let's do it again a little bit slower, okay? So I'm going to go transition 1, transition 2, transition 3, transition 1. Okay, so now in view 1, we've got this lower third, right? It's there all the time. It's in our face. And we probably would like to just use it for introductions, keep it up for maybe 20, 30 seconds each time that we use it, and then take it off the screen without having to switch scenes. And we can do that with our hotkeys too. So if we go back to our settings and look at the hotkeys and go under view, hotkeys first, and then go under view 1. There. So there's our lower third. We're going to use X, and we're going to do it 2 times. And what that does for show and hide, it just makes it one character that does the toggle, turns it off and turns it on. Okay. So now if I use X, I can turn it off and turn it on. It takes the lower third off, but the text is still there, right? That's a problem. So what we want to do is we can go to settings again, go back to our hotkeys, and go find view 1. Here is the intro, which is the text, right? And I can use the same key combination. So X for all of them, and they will work together. So now watch this. So I can exit off, and I can exit to bring it on. Wait a minute, I did make a mistake on this background. When we added this flower video to the background, the video had a soundtrack with it of wind blowing. So how do we turn that soundtrack off? So if you notice, if you go back to the demo, when I brought the background up, there's a little wind blowing. Okay, if you want that, that's cool. But if you want to turn it off, this is how you would turn it off. So the video, I named it Flowers. The media over here is called Flowers. Here is the sound of that wind blowing. Okay, and so I can just hit the speaker here and turn that off. Now there's no sound coming from the flowers. That's how you get the sound off. So in this video, we have reviewed with you how to use these Easter overlays to help enhance your church's broadcast. All right, we hope that they're helpful and they do make a difference and you find them easy to use. Now these are static overlays. You can also do motion overlays, and we'll show you some of those in the future and create some for you. But these are simple static overlays that you can use just with the basic OBS in your church without a lot of investment in time or money to look sharp. Thank you for sharing this video, liking this video. In the comments below, if you have any suggestions of overlays that you would like for us to create in our free kit so that you can have access to them, do that. We're looking forward to doing all the different holidays and special days throughout the year. Special events like weddings, funerals, baby dedications, etc. So if you have any ideas of an overlay that you'd like for us to create for you, just mention it in the comments below. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for subscribing and hitting that notification button so that you can receive future videos about online streaming from us. We do appreciate that. Links in the description below. You're going to find the link to actually get access to these graphics for your overlays you can download for free.